The corridors of power are a unique workplace. The long hours, the demanding ministers. Is it too hard to ask for help?
How difficult is it right now for a civil servant to raise a complaint about a cabinet minister?
If you raise a complaint against even the most senior person, a permanent secretary in your department, there's a process there. If it comes to complaining about a minister, there's nothing. There's not even a procedure. There's nothing laid down. There's nothing written down. You have got to complain under the ministerial code, which means it goes to the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister decides whether it's even investigated. The Prime Minister gets a veto, and this Prime Minister has decided to retain that veto.
Ministers don't line manage civil servants, but there is a power dynamic in a high-pressure environment.
I think that there is a generational issue.
Caroline worked in the Foreign Office and number 10 for 7 years.
The politicians who get to the top are probably facing, are having to live quite a robust life. You know, they are constantly being criticised. They're constantly under scrutiny. They will feel quite isolated sometimes, I think, in their departments. They will have a small political staff around them who will be responsible for ensuring that what they are trying to do is indeed being done. It does mean that there's a potential mismatch of expectations.
2 of the bullying complaints against Dominic Raab were upheld, but it wasn't totally clear-cut, and it's brought up a bigger debate beyond Westminster about the culture in the workplace and what is deemed appropriate.
We've had a shift and a move away from needing to prove that somebody intends to upset you or cause you serious distress, and more of a focus, not a complete focus, but more of a focus on how that conduct is received by the individual. I mean, we're probably nothing like as deferential to our bosses than perhaps we were a generation ago, and that's a societal shift. In some ways, it's probably a good thing, but in other ways, there is that clash.
But the verdict on Dominic Raab is in.
He was a bully. Of course he has to go.
It's black and white as things get.
And tonight, he's out of government. The PM says there were shortfalls in the process. It seems all sides agree on that. Ali Fortescue, Sky News, Westminster.